The next concept will be concept of controllability and observability. Controllability and observability, it verifies the usefulness of the state variable. In controllability test, we can find whether the state variable can be controlled to achieve the desired output. In observability, we can find whether the state variables is observable or measurable. The choice of state variables is arbitrary while forming the state model. As discussed in the previous lectures, the choice of state variables is arbitrary. It can be either physical variables or it can be phase variables depending upon the application. After determining the state model, the controllability of the state variable is verified. If the state variable is not controllable, then we have to go for the another choice of the state variable. Similarly, the observability is also checked, and if it is not observable, then we need to go in for reconstructing unmeasurable state variables from measurable ones in the minimum possible length of time. The necessity of this observability and controllability is, it is used to construct the control signals in the estimation of unmeasurable state variables. Where the state variables cannot be measured or observed, in that case we need to construct the control signals. Why this controllability and observability is very important in the design of control systems? Because they govern the existence of the complete solution to the control system design problem. The solution to this problem may not exist if the system considered is not controllable. It is also important to note that all the physical variables are controllable and observable. But, however, if the mathematical models of the systems does not possess the property of controllability or observability, then it is necessary to know the conditions under which a system is controllable and observable, and the designer can seek another state model which is controllable and observable. We can infer that all the physical systems are controllable and observable. However, the mathematical models of these systems may not possess the property of controllability or observability. Then we should know the conditions under which the system is controllable and observable, and the designer can seek another state model which is controllable and observable. The concepts of controllability and observability are closely related to the properties of the transfer function. If the transfer function has identical pair of pole and 0, then the effect of this cancellation on the controllability and the observability will depend upon the choice of the state variables employed in the construction of the state model. For example, if we have chosen the physical variables for the construction of the state model, then it will be controllable and observable. Whereas, if we chose the canonical variables, then we cannot assure that the system will be controllable and observable. It can neither be uncontrollable nor observable. If the transfer function does not have this pole 0 cancellation, then the system can always be represented by completely observable and controllable state model. Thus, we can infer that the governance of a complete solution to the control system design depends upon the controllability and observability concepts. If the state variable is not controllable, then we have to go for another choice of state variables, as I told previously. And if it is not measurable or observable, then we have to go in for the other state variables in order to construct the control signals. The definition for controllability and observability. In simple terms, the definition of controllability is given by: a system is said to be completely state controllable if it is possible to transfer the system state from initial state to any other desired state in a specific time by a control vector. Here the control vector refers to the input vector. It means that the input has to drive the initial state to the desired state. Hence, it incorporates the solution of non-homogeneous equation indirectly. It means that a system is completely state controllable if it is possible to transfer the system state from initial state to any other desired state in specific finite time by the control vector. Definition of observability. A system is said to be completely observable if every state x of t can be completely identified by the measurements of the output over a finite interval of time. Each and every state, it has to be identified by the measurements of output over a finite interval of time or finite duration of time. There are two methods for determining controllability and observability. One is Gilbert's method and another one is Kalman's method. In the Gilbert's method, both controllability and observability can be tested. Gilbert's method is tedious compared to the Kalman's method. But it is more accurate. In the Gilbert's method, we will be finding out the system matrix, we will be finding out the eigenvalues, and we will be employing the canonical transformation, Jordan canonical transformation. And we will infer that if the last row of each Jordan block are not at all 0, then the system is completely controllable. Similarly, for observability, none of the columns of matrix C should be 0. In that case, the system is completely observable. In Kalman's method, of controllability and observability, we employ the concept called as composite matrix. If the rank of the composite matrix is not equal to 0, then the system is observable and the system is controllable. Advantage and disadvantage of Kalman's method. The calculations are simple compared to the Gilbert's method. But the main disadvantage of Kalman's method is it cannot find specific state variable, whether it is controllable or observable. That is, the non-observable state variables cannot be determined. Similarly, the state variable which is uncontrollable cannot be determined in the Kalman's method. But in Gilbert's method, we can find the uncontrollable state variable, which is the state variable corresponding to which particular row. We can determine which row has got all the zeros or which row elements are uncontrollable and which row is non-observable can be figured out by means of the Gilbert method. The condition for complete state controllability as well as complete observability in the S-plane depends upon the pole zero cancellation. Next is the concept of controllability and observability duality. Duality of controllability and observability. The concepts of controllability and observability are dual concepts and it is proposed by Kalman as the principle of duality. The principle of duality states that a system is completely state controllable if and only if its dual system is completely observable or vice versa. That means if the system is observable, then the dual it has to be controllable. So using this principle, the observability of a given system, it can be checked by testing the state controllability of its dual or vice versa. So this duality property, it holds good to check whether the system is observable and controllable. QC refers to controllability as per the concept of Kalman's test, and Q0 is the composite matrix for observability as per the Kalman's test. So if QC is equal to Q0, then Q0 should be equal to QC as per the principle of duality. Now let us get on into one problem based upon controllability and observability. Controllability and observability using the Kalman's method. The first step is, the state model in matrix form is given below. Find whether the system is completely observable or controllable with Kalman's method. This is the state model, and we are asked to find out the test for controllability and observability. The test for controllability is given by QC is equal to B, AB, A squared B till A power n minus 1 into B. The system is completely controllable if the rank of the composite matrix QC is n. In the given problem, the rank of the matrix is 3. The rank of the matrix is 3. System matrix is 3. The determinant of QC should not be equal to 0. Then the system will be completely controllable. Determine A squared A dot B A squared B. So the composite matrix for controllability for rank 3 is given by B, AB and A squared B. A squared is given by A into A. So multiplying the two matrices, we will get the resultant matrix A squared. Now multiply A dot B. If we multiply A dot B, then the resultant matrix will be a single column matrix. Now multiply A squared into B. We have obtained A squared and we know the value of B. So if we multiply, we will get again a single column vector. Now, after computing this, we can insert it into the composite matrix B as 0, 2, 0, A dot B single column matrix as 0, minus 6, 4 and A squared B as 4, 18 and minus 24. Now calculate the determinant of QC. Calculate the determinant of QC. The value of QC is 32. It is not equal to 0 and the rank of the matrix is 3. Hence, the system is completely state controllable. As per Kalman's test, the system is completely controllable if the rank of the composite matrix QC is non-zero. The rank of QC is equal to 1 and the system is state controllable. We can infer the advantage in Kalman's test is that calculations are simple. But the disadvantage in Kalman's test is that we can't find the state variable which is uncontrollable. Now let us proceed on with the Kalman's test for observability. Kalman's test for observability is given by Q0 is equal to C transpose, A transpose, C transpose, A transpose the whole square into C transpose, A transpose the whole cube into C transpose, and it extends till A transpose to the whole power of n minus 1 into C transpose. The system is completely observable if the rank of the composite matrix Q0 is n. Here, the rank of the composite matrix is 3. It is not equal to 0. And the determinant of Q0, it should not be equal to 0. First, let us find out A transpose and then C transpose. A transpose and this is C transpose. Now, A transpose the whole square is obtained by multiplying A transpose into A transpose. And then A transpose into C transpose, we will get a single column vector similar to the composite matrix in controllability. Single column vector, and then find out the value of A transpose the whole square into C transpose. Now substitute it in the composite matrix for observability. Substitute 3 single column vectors. Determinant Q0 is minus 2. Q0 is not equal to 0. The rank of the matrix is also 3. Hence, the system is completely observable, or all the state variables of the system are observable. As per the condition of Kalman's test, the rank of the matrix is n if the determinant of the n cross n composite matrix Q0 is non-zero. In this case, the system is completely observable if the rank of the composite matrix Q0 is n and the determinant is not equal to 0. As we see, the computations are very easy in Kalman's test. The advantage is that the calculations are simpler. The disadvantage is that non-observable state variables cannot be determined. So in that case, if we want accurate observability and controllability to be done for higher order systems, then we have to go with the Gilbert's method.